Hi, it's Mac Gizmo Guy, and I wanted to show you in 5 minutes or less how to create a website in RapidWeaver from the get-go that is highly optimized to absolutely rank and kill in Google search and be absolutely optimized. When you start out a project, it's always smart to go right to the setup screen. And here you see in the general category, we've created a title here that is loaded with keywords, Mac SEO tools, SEM search marketing tips and software for OS X. Notice that the title you create is going to be a H1 header, like a header on a newspaper. The slogan is an H2 header. And again, I'm using a lot of keywords loaded in there: Apple, Webmaster Tools, Search Engine Domination. And in the footer, although that's much lower ranking and often somewhat ignored, again, I'm trying to get website page rank, traffic domination, Google, important keywords loaded in my title, slogan, and footer. You'll see I've added my website address, and you can just drag a favicon. It's smart to have that, so when someone bookmarks your site, it has a unique icon and their bookmark list, and I'm going to give it a site logo as well. And I'm going to go to the next section, and in advanced, because I store all my graphics in a single folder, I make sure it's set to the document root. You can optionally display a breadcrumb trail of your pages. This bottom section, Google Analytics, is actually misnamed because you can put anyone else's analytics or statistics code in there. I'm just going to paste some in for stat counter, and you could paste several things in there, both Google Analytics, stat counter, whatever stat tracking you use, Quantcast. And it's smart to do that now, because if you do it then, as you create new pages, this will get automatically put on every single page you create, and you won't have to do it one by one. In the template section, it's important to add meta tags. Without meta tags, especially description and keywords, it's a great opportunity to control what your site is about and load it with that. So you want to hit the plus sign to add a new tag. I'm going to talk, Mac SEO tools and more. I'm going to hit the plus again, and although a lot of search engines, the big ones, don't use keywords, they're still important and they become part of the vocabulary of your page. So I'm going to put keywords in here, and in the content I'll add things like Apple SEO, Mac SEO, SEM, search engine marketing, search engine optimization. In the sidebar, as part of search engine marketing, it's really smart to put buttons to allow your site visitors to bookmark your content easily to major sites like Dig, Propeller, Mix, wherever. And so I always add button code. I have some here. I'm just going to copy it, switch here, and paste it into the sidebar for OnlyWire and add this. The best part about this is, rather than you always having to promote and build backlinks to your site, using social bookmarking buttons is a great way to have your visitors help you market your site for you. Now that I've done this, I've added description keywords. Optionally, you could also add another one like Alexa, MSN, Yahoo Site Explorer. This is where you would add their meta tags and content in order to have them track your website. It's smart to do that. So now that I went through these basic things, created my H1, H2 titles and footers, favicon and website icon, I went in here and put in my Google Analytics and stat code, and I've added at the very least a description, keywords, and other search engine tracking code, and I've put social bookmarking buttons into my sidebar. Once I've done that, I'll close it out, and I'm going to create my first page. I'm fond of doing an HTML code page to start, and here, when I create a page, I always start with H3 headers. This is my site, and close that out. Because our other headers are H1 and H2, I want the stuff in the columns or lower in my page to be H3 or H4, and that helps the search engines identify the priority of what the content is about. And I'd actually end up doing several of those. a lot of times what I'll do is I'll copy and paste, do another one, and then I'll go in and modify each of these titles as I write my website and insert graphics and stuff. Once I've created a page like this, I'll give it a name. Here, Mac SEO. I might want to do another page. Now that I've set all this up, I'm going to take this and go to the File menu. Oops, cancel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just duplicate that page. And here I might have a page about search engine marketing in particular. And so I don't have to reinvent the wheel with that. I've created the basic skeleton of a highly optimized, search engine friendly, keyword loaded website from the get-go. At this point, all I have to do is choose a theme, and we'll preview what it looks like. And I'm going to go into my page and we'll see how my bookmarking buttons are now showing up in my sidebar. And this is basically ready to go and start adding content to it. That's it. It all lies in going into your setup, getting these panels right in the first place, and then the rest of it is easy. That's it from Mac Gizmo Guy on optimizing RapidWeaver for search engines.